what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Badmaash Baatein. I'm your host Sukriti Grover, and for today's episode, I have one of my favorite travel vloggers. I've been following her since like 2018, and she has been creating really good travel content. Like India, mein, I think she's one of those जिनका मेरे को legit aesthetic cinematic vlogs like that. I love her so much, and it's Tanya Khanijo, guys. We have Tanya with us, and to begin with the podcast, I asked her to introduce herself, but not as a content creator. तो ये मैंने challenge सा रखा. Let's begin with the podcast now.
Oh wow, okay, that's a very interesting challenge that you've posed for me. So obviously as a profession, I would say my career is a content creator, but now since Sukriti has given me the challenge of not saying that, I am a very good traveler. I know a lot about travel. That is a part of my profession, but that's still a quality. Besides that, I am a good writer. I like writing quite a bit. I maintain a gratitude journal sometimes because I just want to feel nice about my days and how my life is going. I'm a really good friend. I have very few friends in my life, but if my friends are watching this, they'd know that I mean it. Like for every friend who exists in my life, I'm always available for advice, and I think I'd like to believe I give really good advice to people. So I guess that's also a quality.
I have experienced that. You do give really good advice. So coming to how we know each other is thanks to Creator Camp 2019. I mean, I knew you before that, but we met and then you knew me as well. So yay, मतलब one-sided नहीं रहा.
Yeah, I guess the way I knew you was because I had seen some video of yours, either playing PUBG. I don't even remember which was the first video, but it just came on search. So I think that is how I knew you, or I think I saw your video with some friend of yours. So it was either one of those two things, and yeah.
Oh, that's great, guys. I am very obliged, very happy today. So, okay. Now, coming to the podcast, आज हम बहुत सारी fun बातें करने वाले हैं. By the way, my podcast is called Badmaash Baatein. So we talk informative stuff, and we also do a lot of badmashi here. So we'll first talk about informative stuff. I want to know how you started YouTube, because I know the fact that you have a engineering background, like you did engineering in college. So I want to know that what is the story behind like engineering, or फिर corporate also. You did a corporate job as well, and then YouTube.
I did. So I think the story is that when I was growing up, unlike a lot of other people, I had very little contact with YouTube unless I was learning something. Like I used to swim a lot. So I picked up a lot of swimming tutorials off YouTube. And if I needed to learn something, that is the only time I would actually be on YouTube. So I never followed creators as such. So I did not even know that creators had a world of their own inside the YouTube universe, and that you could become one, and that it's actually a profession. So that is when, so my idea of professions was very conventional in those terms, I think, because engineering happened and I was preparing for my engineering entrances because I was really fond of physics and maths when I was in school. So no kidding, when I chose engineering as my profession, I thought that was my calling and that is what I truly wanted to do. But when I entered engineering college, I realized that this curriculum is probably not what feels the most fitting to me or what inspires me the most. That can happen to anybody, I think. But irrespective of that, I did get placed after my college. That was back in 2016 when I was graduating. And I got placed from my college itself, but it wasn't a technical job. It was just an IT sort of job. So that was also a very happy moment for me though, because it was a good package for somebody who was starting off, and it was also very happy to get placed in the 7th semester and not in the 8th semester, because that is when people start getting worried oh my god, where is my career going. So I got placed, and after I started doing my corporate job is when I realized that YouTubers also exist in this world. So that is when my
how long was it of your tenure कितना हो गया था job में when you realized this thing?
So I did my job for a year and a half in totality, but the tenure was probably 1 year. Within the last 6 months, I was also doing YouTube side by side. I mean, I wasn't great at it, but I was at least trying. I was trying to make videos based on whatever I thought I was passionate about, which is travel. So I started doing little videos every once in a while. My first vlog, the time when I released it, I was still doing a corporate job. A lot of my vlogs, I managed to make them while I was still working, and I had to manage leaves and everything besides that also. So I think that's how it started.
That's great. Like जितना मेरे को पता है, you left your job when you had 1,000 subscribers. तो
Oh
मुझे
yeah.
ये जानना है, ये guts कहाँ से आए थे?
I think because I knew that it is a legitimate profession and that it can become, I mean, it can start paying for itself down the line somewhere. Now, I also knew that I had to be good at it and I had to learn and adapt quickly. So that was a challenge too. But at least I knew that yes, there are people who are doing it even before I take the plunge. So knowing that was a pretty good motivation that yes, it can turn into your profession, and I was then just focused on making it into my profession. So the plunge just involved realizing that yes, you can and you have to. This is it.
Oh my god. This is इतना motivation. It's like कि मेरे को पता है, honestly I just feel कि I always need to have a backup. मतलब मेरे को हमेशा से ऐसा लगता है, but then it's like यार no, YouTube मुझे बहुत पसंद है, I'm passionate about it, and then like there is a conflict always. So yeah, so like did you have this कि यार what if this doesn't work out, या ऐसा कुछ, ऐसा थोड़ा doubt आया था कभी? So
I think I was too busy trying to make it work to ever think कि नहीं, it won't work out. And when it came to a
yeah.
backup, I had at least savings on me. So it wasn't like I was completely taking a plunge without any savings or without any backup. And I knew that what is the worst that could happen? I'm still young. I can still get another job if this doesn't work out. Maybe I'll take like a 1 year gap. That's all. And I'll just have to explain to my next employers that yes, I just have to like manage. Sorry. Yeah, I think it wasn't such a big deal as it does sound, because I knew that I'd still be available, I'd still be able to take up a job even eventually.
uh, when you started your YouTube, what did you already know the fact कि you want to do travel only? मतलब travel था, या फिर you had this कि experiment करना है कुछ ना कुछ?
No, actually, when I started with the objective of making travel videos only because that is something that I used to do often. And I figured that if I'm doing this, why not just help other people also decide where they want to go, or if there are any destinations that I like. Basically, I just wanted to share my personal travel experiences. Now, of course, it completely became travel centric down the line because I started traveling a little too frequently because I had all the time in the world, and of course, I did not require any leaves as such. So with a kind of flexibility I got after the plunge of shifting from a corporate job, I realized that I can travel as much as I want. The only limitation was, of course, financing, which also eventually got sorted the more I kept doing YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is how I became a travel centric channel, but I am open to experimenting now because I feel like it's okay. I can do other things also.
Yeah. But नहीं, चलो छोड़ो, I'll talk about this later. So what was I saying? Yeah, okay. So coming to your travel videos, what was that one video which मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है which video went boom? So which video went boom?
I don't think there was any one such video, at least initially, that really went boom. But I think it was a very gradual process to begin with. Of course, every video was getting some amount of recognition. But I think my first really good video was probably from Meghalaya. I was doing a backpacking trip. So that is actually one of the most popular videos on my channel even now. So probably that was the first video that got really good views. And I did 3 videos from Meghalaya, so that did give my channel some initial push. But I realized after those videos was when I hit 100K. So I guess in some ways those videos were monumental.
Oh, okay. Also, you went to Next Up as well, right?
Yeah, so I was also a Next Up 2018 winner. So that was a good experience.
Yeah, how was that? Like, what was that one thing you learned over there? And अगर वो नहीं होता, then you were not sure कि वो अभी you would have learned that particular thing.
So, as such, the things that you learn at Next Up are probably things that you can also learn from the internet or from YouTube. The only advantage is, I guess, that it's a lot of concentrated knowledge over a week. And also, since you're surrounded by a lot of creators, you get even more inspired to get better at what you're doing. And the whole environment is such that you just feel like that, yes, I have arrived as a creator now. So I think that is the only thing that changes post Next Up, and that gives you an extra push to create more, to take it seriously, to think of it as your career even more. I think that is what changes after Next Up the most, and also the fact that they give you a voucher where you can, with which you can purchase a lot of equipment. I think that also helps. I'm using a studio light right now, and that came from my Next Up fund. That is also really good, and also the fact that I think you get a lot of exposure.
Oh, that's great. That's great. मेरे को हमेशा से लगता था that you get some more insights over there ऐसा YouTube का कुछ कुछ.
See, nothing exclusive. Honestly, it's not anything that you wouldn't find off the internet anywhere. It's not something that you will learn which will dramatically change your life. But I think just the concentrated knowledge, I guess that would be it.
Oh, okay. So, coming back to travel. So, I wanted to know this क्योंकि ये चीज़ पर्सनली मुझे बहुत अभी तो आई एम 21 तो इतना मतलब मेरे को कहना नहीं चाहिए ऐसा बट ऐसा होता है कि पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करने में कि ओके मेरे को ना ये ब्रांड स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है एंड आई वांट टू गो नाउ दे आर लाइक नहीं किसी को साथ लेके जाओ मैंने कहा ब्रांड को नहीं बोल सकते ये. So what would you want to say for this? कि कैसे how did you do this thing?
So I think my parents got more comfortable with the fact that I was traveling after I started getting sponsored deals. They were so happy that oh you get to visit another country and live in 5 stars because you're getting sponsored and this is your career. That's brilliant. So I think in some ways the convincing aspect, I'm just kidding actually. So in some ways I think the kidding aspect was not as relevant in my case probably. The only difficulty that I had in convincing was when I was in college and traveling, and I started back when I was 19. So I think in those days it was a little tough, but I have to admit I did lie to my parents about my trips. When I started off, I did not exactly reveal every information that I should have, and I do not encourage others to do it at this point of time. But then I did do it back in the day. But I also confessed to my parents later on that this is something that I have done, and I went to travel to so and so destination, and I hope you're good.
Okay. That's good because मेरे को ना अभी तक ऐसा मतलब it's like it's very I don't know it's for me it's not practical to ask them कि यार देखो I will spend my money or it's brand money तो फिर मेरे को जाने दो so that's I don't know how that changes so मेरे को वही जानना था कि how did you change it ऐसा कुछ
I think it definitely changes once you start getting. I think it definitely changes once you start getting your own salary and you are more financially independent. As long as your parents are sponsoring you, I wouldn't think that's morally a very right thing to do. That you just
yeah right
spend their money for your own leisure or for your own experiences. I mean, even if you want to, you should save up. Only spend it on essential stuff. Or if you're in college, then only spend it on things that you're actually supposed to spend it on, like maybe your hostel fees or your day-to-day meals. And if you're left with something, then maybe you should save it up and pool the money together and then travel. But yeah, even when I was in college, that is what I used to do. I used to save up a lot of money. I wouldn't eat out at all. And I wouldn't even go out with my friends to restaurants just because I wanted to save money to be able to travel later. So I think you have to just set your priorities right. And yes, convincing parents can be a task, but once you I think get more financially independent, they should be okay with it because at the end of the
how
day.
old were you when you traveled for the first time for a YouTube video or something like that? जो video शायद पहला YouTube पे डाला था वो, what was your age back then?
I was 24.
Oh, okay. I have 3 more years, guys.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're good. Don't worry.
Okay. So now coming to your, so currently I'm watching your content abhi, what you're posting as a vlogs वगैरह पे, and this one video which clicked was the personal branding one, and that's something कि मैं खुद उस पे I've been working a lot कि कैसे जैसे like there's, अब मैंने अपना नाम बदमाश इसलिए रखा बिकॉज इट वॉज कैची, इट्स नॉट कि मैं हूँ बदमाश, मतलब हूँ बट सो लाइक दैट्स हाउ आई एम ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड माई ब्रांड ऑन. तो इसलिए मैंने काफ़ी चीज़ें ऐसे नेट पे ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज वगैरह आई वाज सीइंग, एंड देन आई सॉ योर वीडियो एंड आई वांटेड टू नो लाइक अबाउट योर नॉलेज अबाउट दिस पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग.
So see, when you're trying to establish a personal brand, it should ideally be things that stand out about you the most, and what is it that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Now, it's not necessarily supposed to be all your good qualities or your bad qualities or something that you're passionate about or you're not passionate about. It's just supposed to be that those few things that you enjoy doing and that you think you can bring to YouTube differently, because there's obviously a lot of content, and a personal brand literally has the word personal because you're bringing your own perspective into it. Now, even if you're doing the same kind of challenges that other people are doing, but what is it that you're doing differently, or how is it that you respond to certain situations or you respond to challenges? Even with respect to travel, sometimes you're not just sharing travel experiences, you're also sharing about how you deal with situations, how you would respond to different conditions that life poses at you, and that is also a part of personal branding, because then you're literally sharing your perspective on things, on how things make you feel, how situations make you feel, how you react or respond to things. So that's all a part of personal branding. But yes, if you want to think of a long-term brand, then think about everything that you stand for, who you are, how would you want to visualize your future content, what is it that you would exactly like to present, and plan at least these basic things with respect to what kind of videos you want to post a few months in advance, because you want to have a good picture of what your content will look like, or how do you want that content to represent you. For example, if I want to talk, in the last video I talked about personal branding because I want to talk more about the behind the scenes of business life also, because I do regard myself as an entrepreneur as well as a traveler, not just a traveler. So that is something I would want to introduce in my channel a little more, and that's a part of my personal branding.
Oh, I honestly didn't know कि इतना कुछ भी, you know, there is so much to just YouTube and all of this personal brand stuff, because मेरे को जब ये पता लगा था I was like I want to know more, and then I was like you have so much of knowledge about this. So like, did any of this was from your corporate job or anything? Like, what was that one thing you learned over there which is like still there with you?
I think what I did learn was that I learned how to basically sorry, I'll rephrase it. So I think I learned how to work in a team, and that was a very important quality, essential learning experience rather. Also, that I also at my job learned how to file for taxes and how to manage finances, which is a very important skill to have, which we are not taught in our schools. So I think that is also very relevant when you're adulting especially. And I'm glad I learned it before I started working on my own, because you should know your finances.
Okay, yeah. That's actually something which we should all know sometimes at some point in life, ऐसा कुछ.
Yeah.
Because यार ये चीज़ें होती हैं बहुत basic होती हैं, and we all need to know about the finance and everything. So, and yeah, that's it. So now I want to know. Now we're coming at the Badmash bit of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And I want to know about some Badmash stories of your from your travel. Like some कुछ crazy सा करा हो कभी, ऐसा कुछ. And which is not in the vlog. It is not in the vlog.
That is kind of hard to think of on the top of my mind. But I remember when I was in college, I went to Mahakumbh in Allahabad, and I literally took a train which was not even booked in advance, and I went in the general compartment. And my hostel used to have like a curfew also, so by 9 p.m. everybody had to be indoors. But I skipped hostel timings, signed out, went to the railway station, went into the general compartment, and it was really crowded. It was so crowded that I had no place to even stand, and I spent a long time in that train. Or it was an overnight train all the way from Delhi to Allahabad. So I did that just to go witness Mahakumbh, and I undertook that journey by myself, of course, for absolutely no reason, just for fun, just because I thought, oh, मुझे देखना है कि महाकुंभ में क्या होता है. And yeah, that is, I think, is a pretty crazy story that doesn't exist in my vlogs. There are a lot of people don't know of. And ऐसे बहुत पागलपंती वाले काम किए हैं मैंने अपनी लाइफ में, which I'm not exactly proud of, but of course that is how you learn and grow up, right?
Okay, that's fun. I mean, or koi like, okay, fine. Let's talk about something very recent from the Africa series or the uh, US one. अभी तो आने वाला है US one. So
Actually, from
yeah,
the US series, maybe not so much, but I visited London recently with two of my friends, and me and my friend went for club hopping one of the nights, and it's obviously not a part of any of the vlogs. But we thought कि चलो आज कुछ fun करते हैं because it's just us two girls. So we went to a club, and we thought कि we'll try to see if we can score guys. And it was such a weird experience because we don't do that in India here. I mean, that's not something that's a part of our very, my regular culture.
yeah,
I'm not sure about other people, but I don't go to clubs and like try to check out guys. It's just something that doesn't even come to my mind because I'm just like, who cares? But we tried doing that in London because we wanted to have some fun. Plus, we were in another country where no judgments. So we both got ourselves. We sat on the bar at the bar stools, and like two adult ladies, we got ourselves one drink each. One. I think we got whiskey sour, and it was amazing. उसके बाद फिर we got another drink. उसके बाद we got another drink, and it was super awkward because the two of us are not great at doing this. In the sense, checking out guys in a club. So we were looking around, and we were like, वो कैसा है? How is that?
that one.
And we were looking so creepy in that club. I can only imagine how awkward it was, not just for us but for other people also. I mean, nobody really gave a shit, honestly, but it was just a really fun experience for us to do because we felt very adult.
I don't know why I sorry to cut you, but I just जब मैंने ये पूरा सिनेरियो ऐसे मेरे दिमाग में आया, I don't know why I felt that was that me with you.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It was the most awkward, but we had so much fun. We got really tipsy that night, and उसके बाद we even though we did not end up doing anything too fun, or maybe we did, nobody knows. But after that, we walked back home all the way to our Airbnb, and we were extremely tipsy, but we were walking on the streets, dancing, and it was just us two girls, and we even stopped at a place to get some fast food, and that was the only thing open at 3 a.m. in the night. So it felt really cool traveling and doing something absolutely ridiculously crazy. For us at least, for the very first time, because I've not had that kind of a time with any of my girlfriends. Of late at least, because I've been so engrossed in work. So yeah, that was one of the stories.
Okay, so अभी मतलब just now I got this thing मेरे दिमाग में आया, like because you are traveling and sometimes you are solo traveling, how do you manage your equipment? मतलब कभी like if you are leaving it at an Airbnb तो कभी थोड़ा safety issues का थोड़ा रहता होगा, so I want to know about that. ये तो इसलिए मेरे दिमाग में अभी भी आया कि what about this?
See, ordinarily, yeah, there are a lot of cases where your stuff gets stolen even from your Airbnb. So you have to be sure that you check all the reviews really thoroughly, and just get yourself a place in a relatively nicer area of any city, especially in Europe. People are very notorious for actually stealing your stuff from the Airbnb. I think with regards to managing equipment, you just have to be conscious at all times that you're carrying equipment with you and be able to manage it in a way that you don't lose it. because if you do, it's going to be a huge loss. So yeah, if you're like the previous story that I was narrating, if you know you're going to be doing something like that, don't carry your camera with you, obviously.
True. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up with one last question. मेरा actually question कुछ और होना था, अभी मैंने change किया, that your one advice for people who are coming up in 2020, like starting off in 2020. मैं as a travel blogger पूछने वाली थी, but it's not the right time to ask.
As a travel blogger, I don't want to give anybody recommendations for 2020 at least. But I think generally speaking, it's always a good idea to be a content creator. You get a lot of freedom, a lot of flexibility. You can plan what you want to do for as long as you want to do it, and you have the entire reins of what kind of content goes out, what is it that you feel you want to talk about, or what kind of videos you want to make and how you plan them. So it's entirely up to you how you take that ahead. So it's always a good idea to be a content creator in general. Now, how to manage it best is start off with something that you think is fun for you, firstly. Like if you're into cooking and if you think you can do fun cooking challenges, start with that. And at the same time, also look at trends and what other people are doing, just to get an idea of what's trending, what's not. But it's not necessary that you have to follow trending videos exactly, but bring your own twist to everything that you do. Be original. And also, when it comes to making videos, especially if you're going to be making it on a certain topic, which you think is going to be something that a lot of people are going to be clicking on, don't just clickbait people. Offer them what you're suggesting in the title. It's very important. A lot of people think that clickbait is the fastest way of getting views and getting recognized, but it's the worst way of building a reputation or building a channel. So if you want to be good at YouTube, pick up on trends, but also do things that you're passionate about. Bring your own twist to things, and package your content in a way that you offer what you're suggesting in the title or in the description of the video. You at least have to do some level of justice to it. Have an intro, have an outro, and the content should do justice to whatever it is that you want to tell people. So those are my top tips for anybody who's starting out. Don't just go by viral videos or trends, but bring your own flavor to everything.
That was very well put actually. मतलब सब कुछ cover हो गया. Okay, but this one thing, मतलब कुछ लोग का ना ऐसा होता है that they think कि हम YouTube को ऐसे 6 महीना या 8 महीना try करते हैं, and if it works out then we'll do it, otherwise छोड़ दो.
Yeah.
But you don't know कि हो सकता है probably 2 साल बाद a video picks up and it just get boom हो जाए. मेरे को word नहीं आ रहा. I was thinking कि अब you don't know, अगर आप consistently नहीं बनाते रहोगे उतने 2 साल तक and you are not there like after 2 years, तो तब भी अगर तुम 6 महीने पहले छोड़ दिया तुमने, तो वो like you're getting my point. So you don't know your capability then, I feel.
See, the thing is, two things. First of all, if you're trying YouTube, it's okay if you just want to try it as an experiment. But if you really want to do it, if you're starting off anyway, you might as well start it off with a big plan or a big picture in mind. Because it's very unlikely that within 6 months you're suddenly going to become famous. In fact, your objective should not even be becoming famous or getting like that one viral video, because eventually in your lifetime of becoming a content creator, there will be a couple videos that might or might not work, might or might not become viral. There was a video for me also that went viral quite recently, I think a few months back. It was about a tribe that I covered in Africa. And while it did really well, and I was super happy while it was doing well, but then what next? Like, how do you have to have a bigger picture in mind that YouTube is not about that one viral video. It's about constantly churning out content week over week, or whatever it is that your frequency is. So you can't just rely on that one video. You have to consistently keep bringing out content. So if you are doing it with a smaller picture in mind, if you just want to try it out, then that's a different thing. But if you want to do it for your career, then have a bigger picture in mind that you might be making videos for almost, say, the next 5-6 years of your life. will you be able to consistently pump out videos week over week, day over day, month over month, or whatever it is that you're comfortable with? If the answer is yes, and if you think you'll always be creatively inspired to do it, only then tell yourself that yes, this is my career. And when you make it your career, you have to make sure that you're living up to that expectation to yourself and to your audience. And even if not to your audience, at least to
That's
yourself.
such a प्यारा motivation talk hashtag क्या motivation by Tanya. So yeah, that was like मेरे को भी बहुत अच्छा लगा ये सुन के. So
See, I told you at the
yeah.
beginning. See, I told you at the beginning of the podcast, I'm good at giving advice. So
Nee, because
take it from
you
me.
know, I really feel, you know, okay, even though we never really, you know, had a lamba chauda interaction या कुछ, but you know, whenever I would text you कि you know I'm not getting this, कि मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा, how do I do this, ऐसा ऐसा, and you would always tell me some really good stuff. तो मैंने कहा यार this is motivation. तभी मैं कहा I think Tanya would be the right person to answer these. So thank you so much for being on my podcast. Thank you so much for sharing so much of
You're
knowledge
most welcome.
and experiences. So yeah, and
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me, and it was great having this chat with you. And I hope your podcast picks up and you start doing really well, and you continue doing well actually in your career as a content creator, and just enjoy and have fun, and keep having these
thank you
conversations.
so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, I think we'll end this here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Both of us, so Tanya को भी मुझे भी.
Oh yeah, of course. Please go ahead and subscribe to Badmash, our Sukriti, and make sure that this podcast reaches more and more people.
Yes.
So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the
If
bell
you're
icon.
listening this on
all of
Apple,
it.
please subscribe, rating छोड़ दो बढ़िया सी, review भी लिख दो, and if you're listening this on Spotify, follow this podcast for more really cool people coming here, just like us. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I think we'll stop recording.